Of the grandest wedding of 2024. Yes, Anant Ambani and Radhika Merchant are all set to tie the knot tonight. Hello and welcome. You're watching our special broadcast. I'm the Pariprina. I'm here to bring you the exclusive scoop from the Shadi of the year. The Ambanis have charted out high-profile guest list. Last night and through the day, we saw some big names flying in to attend the big, fat Indian wedding in Mumbai. And amongst them were John Cena, Rima, Kardashian sisters, Ram Charan, Priyanka Chopra Jonas, husband and singer Nick Jonas, several politicians like Mamata Banerjee, Lalu Yadav, his family, former UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson also were packed arriving in Mumbai. Joining me on this broadcast is also Tushar Joshi, who has been giving us all the inside scoop from Anant Ambani and Radhika Merchant's wedding celebrations. We have our reporters, Hesha Chima, Anita Brito, Sana Farzeen and Dharam deployed outside the venue, all set to give us time-to-time updates on the wedding. Before we begin, let me first cut across to these lovely visuals that are coming in from Mumbai, from the venue. Tushar, how's the Josh? The wedding is finally happening. The moment we all have been waiting for almost 2 years since the couple had their roka in December 2022. I remember the two got engaged in traditional Goldhana ceremony in January 2023 at their residence. The full-fledged pre-wedding celebrations for the couple have been on since the onset of 2024. And of course, if you jog your memory, the couple had officially tied the knot in traditional ceremony in March 2024 after legally registering their union in Hastakshar ceremony in Jamnagar, you know. So how do you put these highlights in if you had to say, tell our viewers about it?
Well, you know, the West has their Met Gala, and I think this is our Met Gala in the sense that you have the who's of who from all over the world come and attend the Shadi. You see luxury, you see amazing clothes, you see most fine-dined people who across the world travel are here. They're wearing exquisite clothes, dressed in head to toe. There is so much of happiness. The family, of course, is celebrating. But it's also great to see how people across the world are converging at a place where perhaps they wouldn't have met. You only see socialites or really big politicians, CEOs, COOs attend these really serious, meetings, or you have these G7 meetings or something that has a political connotation. But over here, you have a mix of everybody. Yeah, there are sportsmen, there are politicians, there are international celebrities, like you mentioned, and our very own Indian actors from the South, the Bollywood fraternity, all under one umbrella, here to celebrate Anant and Radhika's union.
ऑफ कोर्स तुषार, अगर हम अपने व्यूअर्स को ये भी बताएं कि बारात जो है 5 बजे की शुरू होने वाली थी, उस हिसाब से सारे कार्पेट पे आ चुके हैं. ग्रूम विद फैमिली पोस्ट फॉर द पैप्स. नीता अंबानी वाज देयर इन अबू जानी, संदीप खोसला, you know, there was John Cena who was seen in an Indian outfit, Jackie Shroff, Arjun Kapoor, राजकुमार राव विद हिज वाइफ, यू नो, जेंजीज. ये इन सब लोगों ने जो अनंत ब्रिगेड करके एक कस्टमाइज आउटफिट पहना, तीनों ने, शनाया ने, अनन्या पांडे ने, और उसके बाद खुशी कपूर भी उस तरह की आउटफिट में दिखे. ऑफ कोर्स दे आर ऑल गोइंग टू परफॉर्म एट द बारात. टेल आवर व्यूअर्स समथिंग अबाउट दैट. Tushar, can you hear me? I think I lost Tushar. So there is also going to be Daler Mehendi's performance. As per sources, more than 50 artists would be enthralling the guests through the evening. Rajasthani singer Mame Khan will also be there. On your screens are the visuals from the carpet that's going on right now. And of course, you all know when it's Ambani's fiesta, expect the unexpected. We have had guests coming in through the day, including Kim Kardashian. Nothing they do is ordinary. And when their youngest son, Anant Ambani and Radhika Merchant, are tying the knot, it definitely has to be the grandest of all. Tushar, can you hear me? Let me cut across to Tushar once again. Tushar, I was about to ask you of the performances that we are going to see. Ananya Pandey, Khushi Kapoor and of course Shanaya, all three were dressed in similar outfits with customized Anant Brigade written on their cholis.
Yeah, that's very interesting because I mean, a lot of people who are friends with the couple, who are friends with Anant, told India Today exclusively a while ago that there have been rehearsals that have happened overnight, and they want to actually take part in the barat. They want to actually dance with the barat. There have been rehearsals that have happened. They have planned a couple of medley songs that they're going to dance to, and the younger generation, the younger actors, like the names that you've taken, Shania, Ananya, Kushi, Janvi, Mijan, we watched him, then we saw Shikhar and Veer Paharia, both these brothers. They're all going to participate in this barat and they're all going to dance. मतलब जैसे दूल्हे राजा के साथ उनके दोस्त जाते हैं तो ये पूरी बारात लेके जाएंगे. The visuals are obviously going to be crème de la crème, but जैसे हर शादी में होता है उसी तरह का माहौल इस शादी में भी होगा.
इवन अर्जुन कपूर ने वो एक आउटफिट पहना था जिसमें लिखा था मेरे यार की शादी है. मतलब इन लोगों ने इतनी तैयारी कर रखी है परफॉर्मेंसेस की. अभी तक जितने भी संगीत देखे, जितने गालास देखे हम लोगों ने, सब लोगों ने परफॉर्मेंसेस दिए, लेकिन अभी बारात में भी एक परफॉर्मेंस होने वाली है. उसमें अर्जुन कपूर ने भी एक आउटफिट पहना हुआ है, मेरे यार की शादी है. मतलब गर्ल्स तो आर किलिंग इट विद अनंत ब्रिगेड चोलीज, बट नाउ इवन अर्जुन कपूर हैज टर्न्ड अप wearing a customized kurta pajama.
मतलब why would anybody leave a chance? And more interestingly, Manish Malhotra, apart from him, a couple of other Bollywood big designers have all been involved in making sure that जितने भी लोग, जितने भी guests, जितने भी celebrities यहाँ पे आए, उनके measurements लिए गए हैं. Weeks in advance, measurements have been taken, trials have happened, fabrics have been checked. So what you're seeing on your screens right now, what we are seeing live right now, is something that has been meticulously planned weeks and months in advance. तो मुझे पता है कि आज for the last few weeks a lot of actors had taken a break from even their acting shooting schedules and everybody was saying that how the Ambanis have taken over even the entertainment industry. सारे अभी fittings और trials में ही busy है. दीपाली.
हाँ, again we have a few reporters deployed outside the venue. If we can cut across to, let's cut across to Hesha Chima right now, who's at the Geo World Center to give us few updates on what's happening around. Hesha, can you tell our viewers what's happening there right now? Can you give us all a sense?
As you can see right behind me is where the end. Yes, of course. Am I audible? Can you hear me right now?
Yes, of course we are.
Hello?
Yes, Hesha, we
Okay,
can
yeah, perfect. So right now, as you can see, everybody is over here. The entire press pit has gathered here for all the guests to come in. Guests have already started coming in. Jackie Shroff was one of the first few guests who walked in with a plant in his hand, just as he always does. He was very excited to be here. After that, the entire family also graced, with their presence. Nita Ambani, Mukesh Ambani, with their son Anant, and the entire family, Shoka, Isha, everybody was over here. And they all came here, posed for the cameras, and have gone inside. In fact, as you said even earlier, all of the young girls, which is Ananya, Sara and Shania, they were all dressed, in customized outfits, and they interacted with all of us and told us that they are going to come back and return here with their actual outfits because that is what they wore at the Barat before they actually made it to the venue. Other guests have also started coming in. Vedang Raina was here. Singer Anu Malik also made his presence just a few minutes before. Along with that, there was cricketer Srikanth who also came with his family, and lots of other people are still on their way, just making sure that they get it to the venue. Well, after this, everybody gets in here, there is going to be a Varmala exchange between the bride and the groom. But up until now, it's just everybody making their way. We're still awaiting for other guests to come in. And yeah, that's pretty much what's happening right here.
Hesha, who all are expected now to arrive? That we've all seen the groom coming in with the family. And of course, a few performers, like you said. Dilayer Mendi is going to perform along with other 50 artists during the evening. So if you can tell us about more guests who are expected.
Well, so far, everybody from the Khan family is also expected to be here. Everybody from the Kapoor family, including Alia with the daughter and Ranbir, are set to be here anytime soon. So we're awaiting them as well. So far, it's been like a little bit of a mixed batch of first guests coming in full flow, and then now there's a little bit of a pause, as you can see right behind me. We're still awaiting other guests to come in as well. The Baratis are here, but well, everybody's actually eagerly anticipating the wait of Radhika to be here as well, along with her family. But so far, we're looking forward to making sure that Alia, Ranbir and the Khans come here super soon.
Hesha, you also covered Jamnagar Gala. How is all different from Bombay? I mean, you know, you've been covering the Jamnagar Gala for all 3 days. You were there out covering all the events for the Ambanis. Now you're there in Bombay. How is it different from Jamnagar?
Well, the first thing that I would say, which is strikingly different, is the fact that the opulence of Bombay city is making it even more grander and bigger. Well, of course, Jamnagar was a big utsav in its own way, but if I have to sum this up, day one of the wedding is already like a Maha Utsav. There's amazing decor out here, and that too I must, lay special emphasis on the fact that everything is customized with the A and R, initials right here. So the decor is amazingly opulent. They've used real flowers and so on and so forth, which chandeliers everywhere. Even in terms of the fall fit of, the media alongside the number of guests, that's also sort of amplified, because from across the globe this time, even more than, the guests that were there at Jamnagar. Let's speak per to say, from the Hollywood. There are way more people. Like we know the Kardashian sisters, Chloe and Kim, have also arrived here. At Jamnagar, there was Rihanna. So, well, I think it's only getting multiplied and amplified as we are getting closer and moving, away from the pre-wedding festivities and stepping on set to the main wedding, which is today.
And give us a sense of how the media is there, I'm sure a lot of media houses are there to cover the Ambani festivities there. If you could also give us a sense of how has the day been? You were there outside Trident as well in the morning. Give us a sense of all of the vibe and the, everything.
Sure. Well, speaking of the fact, when you're asking me specifically about the vibe, I must tell you that the vibe definitely is very high in spirits, but there are a lot of restrictions out here because there's a lot of VVIP movement also happening. Having said that, inside the venue, I feel there's no stone left unturned to make sure that media gets enough coverage and gets the footage that we require from each and every celebrity who's expected to be here, including the family. The family has been extremely gracious in making sure that, they reached here, met with all of us, and posed for the paparazzi and for everybody out here. They also greeted us, and proper arrangement in terms of food and beverage for every media personnel was made over here. So none of us in any way have felt any sort of discomfort. Having said that, the rains also don't seem to be stopping the festivities that are happening here in Mumbai. Everybody is in full spirits, and I feel from start to end, everything has been well taken care of, which is why the actors that are coming, they're looking head to toe, glammed up. The Bharat also, in fact, when it left from Antilla and made its way over here to the main venue, everybody was in high spirits. So I feel whether it's the monsoon or whether it is any sort of jammer due to VVIP movements, nothing is stopping the celebration and the grandeur. In fact, everybody is anticipating and waiting for Radhika Merchant to also be here, since we've already seen the groom.
Like, considering he's the last of the siblings, to tie the knot, the Ambanis went all out, splurging around $320 million, and this sum is just for the wedding day, that is today, let alone the two pre-wedding festivities and the last leg of celebrations, which included several rounds of bashes and ceremonies. While one cannot wrap their heads around the number of galas that Ambani family has been hosting, what comes to mind is the cost that they eventually spend. Let's decode that first in our report. Luxury hotels and guests, luxury hotels were booked for all the guests. High-profile guests were, coming in this morning from across the world, and they were all accommodated in 5-star luxury hotels. And, for what's also being reported is that these bookings were made at premium hotels like ITC, Lalit, and even Taj, and each room costed around $1 lakh per night. I'll toss to our report, which will give you more details on the amount that the Ambanis spent. The grandest wedding needs a dedicated team for meticulous planning and also limitless budget for execution. Fortunately, the Ambanis have it all, and why not? For it's their youngest son Anant's wedding with Radhika Merchant. Considering he's the last of the siblings to tie the knot, the Ambanis went all out, splurging around $320 million, and this sum is just for the wedding day, that is July 12th, let alone the 2 pre-wedding festivities and the last leg of celebrations, which included several rounds of bashes and ceremonies. While one can't wrap their head around the number of galas that Ambani family has been hosting, what comes to mind is the cost that they eventually spent. Let's decode. First things first, the star-studded guest list includes high-profile guests from across the world, and to accommodate them, luxury 5-star hotels were booked to make their stay comfortable. For what's being reported, these bookings were made at premium hotels like ITC, the Lalit, and even Taj. And each room costs over $1 lakh per night. Let alone the surge in price rates of these hotels and the ones around the venue, somewhere between 16,000 rupees to 1 lakh per night, for it's the Shadi of the year. From accommodating guests at 5-star hotels to flying them down in business class and in private jets, the Ambanis didn't leave any stone unturned to ensure they get the global attention in return of the investments they made. That's right, like mentioned earlier, Ambanis had a high-profile guest list, and it interestingly also included the Kardashian sisters, Kim and Khloe, who will have this wedding covered in the next season of their popular reality show. A win-win for both the Ambanis and of course the Kardashians, for it will also give them a traction in terms of viewership.
I'm going to the Ambani wedding for my first time ever in India. So let's travel.
What's more, several influencers are also a part of the wedding as guests, which seems like another way of elevating the coverage. Now for the last leg of Anant Ambani and Radhika Merchant's wedding. Global star Justin Bieber was invited to perform, and for his gig, the Ambanis paid a whopping sum of over 80 crore rupees. Prior to this, Katy Perry performed for the Ambanis in Cannes. It was a part of their second pre-wedding festivity, and she was reportedly paid around 40 to 45 crore rupees. Similarly, Pitbull was reportedly paid 6 crores for his performance. Backstreet Boys were paid around 4 to 7 crore rupees for their gig. Reports suggest that even Rihanna, who had her entourage by her side during first pre-wedding festivity in Jamnagar, was paid a whopping sum of 66 to 74 crore rupees. Now, from flying down 1,200 guests in private jets to accommodating them all for 3 days in Jamnagar, chauffeuring the invitees in luxury cars like Rolls-Royce, to putting together a humongous set for the celebration and as per the planned theme, the total cost reportedly was rounded off to around 1,259 crore rupees. In fact, if one pays heed to the cost breakdown, the catering alone commanded an astounding total of 210 crore rupees. What can one say about the performers? Once again, the Ambani family hosted around 800 guests for the cruise gala, and the cost of it all turned heads and how. Yes, a staggering $900 million was splurged for the second pre-wedding festivity, and if one converts it into rupees, the cost turns out to be around 7,500 crores. This, let us remind you all, was spent on a 4-day-long voyage from Italy to France and back to Italy. If reports are to be believed, then each room on the cruise costed around 60 lakh rupees per night and had spa, jacuzzi and other luxurious facilities. VVIP guests, celebrities, dignitaries and influencers were all invited with special wedding cards, and while each of them went viral, the most talked about invitation took the internet by storm, and for obvious reasons. If reports are to be believed, the estimate cost of each card is around 6 to 7 lakh rupees. Imagine how much the other invitation cards must be for. Entertainment Bureau, India Today. Well, now we have some more celebrities coming in on the carpet. On your screens, you can see Ritesh and Janelia. They have arrived at the venue. Tushar, you have also been tracking social media. You've shared some beautiful pictures of Nita Ambani and of course Isha Ambani. Both are wearing Abu Jani and Sandeep Khosla. You know, if you talk about their choice of outfits throughout the wedding celebrations, it has been either Manish Malhotra, Abu Jani, Tarun Tahiliani. You know, what can you give us some information about their choice of outfits? Give us some.
Dipali, what is interesting is the fact that everybody wants to dress up the Ambanis. In Bombay, there has been a huddle between designers, Bombay designers, Delhi designers. Everybody obviously wants to dress up the Ambanis. Everybody wants to showcase their clothes because for them, there couldn't be a bigger platform than the Ambani wedding to get business. I mean, if you look at these clothes, if you look at the pictures on Instagram, right? हमारे सबके phone पे ये photos है. We are going to look at these pictures. People who are planning weddings in the coming months are obviously going to refer to these looks. These sort of become lookbooks for the common man or anybody who can afford luxury or anybody who can even afford to have saris, have sherwanis, dressed like what the Ambanis wore. Then that is business for these designers. And it's a given fact that even when the Jamnagar event happened, after that, there were so many orders that came to Manish Malhotra and other designers saying कि हमें भी ऐसा look दो, हमें भी ऐसी साड़ी दो. Give us something similar to what Nita Ambani wore or something similar to what Radhika Merchant wore. So this obviously is a big potential opportunity for designers to also get business for themselves.
Tushar, do you have any scoop of what Radhika is going to wear, since we've all been talking about what the bride is going to look like?
Listen, Radhika's looks have been kept so secretive. I mean, it is so difficult to get a track of what she's trying to wear. I have a lot of friends who work in the fashion industry and I've been desperately trying to bribe them to try and tell me who's wearing what. But they all have been so tight-lipped. So there is no chance that we would, unless and until we actually get to see that picture drop on their Instagram page, we really don't know who she's wearing. But yes, you can, from the looks that she has portrayed so far, you can say that she likes elegance, she likes simplicity, she likes something that is traditional at the same time modern, because she is somebody who embodies both these values. So I wouldn't be surprised if she opts for both, keeping everybody happy, because there are multiple occasions to do multiple looks. Everybody's going to carry 2 to 3 changes with them today. It's not just going to be one look. Dipali, we are seeing people come in, they're going to dance at the barat, they're going to go back to their rooms, change into something different for the wedding. So be ready to watch multiple looks of different celebrities across the evening till the late night and then culminating into the next 2-3 days.
Also, if we talk about John Cena, I mean, he's embracing Indian culture like it's his own. I remember talking to him this year for an interview where he mentioned that he's aware of the love that he gets from India. Now that he's in our country, he's embracing the culture like it's one of his own. What do you see? What do you make out of that, Tushar?
He brings such a smile on our face when you look at our screens, when you just see him and when you just see his persona. He exudes that love, he exudes that charm. Everybody loves John Cena. The Paps went absolutely mental when he walked in, and you can see them screaming out his name. They're obviously nicknaming him. They're wanting him to pose and give them his signature pose. But I'm also very interested to speak about Kim and Chloe. The fact that the Kardashian sisters have flown down from the US for this wedding. They don't go anywhere. They are so exclusive. Apart from the reality show, you don't get to see them anywhere. I mean, I don't remember, apart from the Met Gala, when was the last time the Kardashian sisters stepped out for a private function? So that's a very big deal for us, for the Ambanis, to get them to fly down here just for the wedding. And you saw them take a rickshaw ride. You saw them get into Taj, and everybody was screaming out Kim. But I felt bad for the fact that Chloe didn't get any shout outs. I mean, come on. Chloe has her own separate fan base, and I hope that people also send some love to Chloe Kardashian.
Absolutely, Tushar. Also, if we talk about other guests, like we were told that Ananya, Khushi and Shania, all three are dressed in a specific customized lehenga. But these are not their final looks. If you can tell our viewers more about it.
Yes. So like I said, all of these girls, the looks for these girls has been planned way in advance. It has been planned much in advance. And all of them, the boys, if you look at the boys, if you see Mizan and if you see Veer, one of the brothers, I'm not sure if it was Veer or Shikhar, they had matching colors. They wore matching sneakers. They also had matching motifs. The girls had matching motifs at the back of their cholis. So blouses. So you can tell that everything is going to be coordinated. The dance steps are going to be coordinated. You saw that a few days back also, all of them coming on stage. They looked like they had rehearsed it. Some of them aced it. Some of them didn't ace it so much. So they're just winging it like they can. They're actors after all. I mean, dance and song is in their blood, right?
And imagine the amount of, the planning that must have gone into, doing this, like coordinating their clothes, outfits, performance. It's commendable.
Yes, there has been hours that have been spent, Dipali. Like I said, shooting a lot of films that were supposed to shoot, or a lot of schedules. Everybody has taken leave. Like perhaps how you and me take leave from work. These actors have also taken leave from their work. They have all taken leave from their films that they were supposed to do. Endorsements. Shah Rukh Khan is back. He was in the US with Suhana, and there was a cute video of them at a sneaker store shopping for shoes. So
exactly.
the entire family is coming down for the wedding.
Exactly. And, talking of work and shoots, even Kardashian sisters are in India. To bring them in India, and now they're also documenting this entire wedding for their next season. That's also an absolutely commendable when it comes to, this wedding.
Nobody does reality like the Kardashians. I mean, this is their bread and butter. They have made an entire they made an entire lifetime of doing reality television, and why will they miss an opportunity to cover one of the biggest weddings in the world, if not just in the country? So yes, Kim and Chloe have got the producers, and they perhaps are planning to also capture scenes from the wedding and they put it on their next season of the Kardashians that streams on Hulu.
They were also seen enjoying a rickshaw ride in Bombay, which is, I think, everyone does. Especially it's a monsoon season, Tushar, in Bombay, and they were seen enjoying a rickshaw ride. They were seen being, welcomed at the hotel with those grand garlands and those shawls being given to them as a part of their welcome in the hotel. All these videos are going viral on social media.
But you know what is interesting? I mean, you've been to Bombay, right? I mean, you've also been to Colaba.
Yes.
They're staying at Taj Colaba. At Taj Colaba, you can't get a rickshaw in because rickshaws are not allowed after a certain point in Bombay.
Yeah.
So from what a little birdie tells me, that there was a rickshaw brought in for these two girls to get in the rickshaw and shoot that little rickshaw ride to give them a feel of what Bombay city is all about. As you can see on our screens, this rickshaw was almost sort of got in for them to capture this moment, because rickshaws are not permitted in Colaba or that area of Bombay.
Beyond
so it's
Bandra,
interesting
I
to see
remember.
how,
Beyond
yes,
Bandra, it's not allowed. Beyond Bandra to the entire area of that Colaba area, no rickshaws are allowed. Let us tell our viewers this. The two of them riding in rickshaw is in itself a big thing.
I mean, rickshaws are a part of our pop culture and daily life in Bombay. So they would definitely want to capture that and put it up on their social media. And now everybody is taking videos in rickshaws. See, the Kardashians did it now. Everybody's all the regular people are actually making videos on the lines of what these two girls put up.
Tushar, what I'm also hearing is that the Kardashian sisters are going to wear Tarun Tehlani this evening.
Not just Tarun Tehliani, because everybody wants to dress up Kim Kardashian. She's got an array of options to choose from. Tarun Tehliani is one of the names. Manish Malhotra, I'm hearing, is one of the names. She's been sent a lot of sketches. She's been sent a lot of lookbooks even before she landed in India. From what I hear, she definitely wants to wear something that is a sari or something that sort of looks like one. She wants to embody the Indian woman and showcase that essence, because she's mostly dressed in Western. And whenever Kim has traveled to a country in the past, she's tried to use the traditional looks of that particular country. So I won't be surprised if she is draped in a sari and that picture goes viral the moment she steps out in that.
ये तो चलो गेस्ट की बात हो गई तुषार, अभी राधिका की वेट कर रहे हैं सब लोग. While all eyes have always been on the guest list, and of course the grandeur and the scale at which the Ambani Gala so far have all been planned, the bridal goals that Radhika Merchant exuded throughout the two pre-wedding festivities and the finale gala is what is worth taking a closer look at. So let me cut across to this next report, which of course is about Radhika Merchant's looks. Is it even the wedding of the year if there isn't any attention given to the outfits the hosts or the celebrity guests step out wearing? Well, while all eyes have always been on the guest list and of course the grandeur, the scale at which the Ambani Gala was all planned, the bridal goals that Radhika Merchant exuded throughout the two pre-wedding and the finale gala is what is worth taking a closer look at. For her team of stylists ensured she looked dreamy and more than just $1 million. If simplicity had a face and if there was a bridal outfit that a girl next door could dream of making it her own, then this definitely was it. Radhika Merchant took the internet by storm when these pictures of hers from her haldi ceremony dropped on social media. She looked no less than a floral dream in this custom-made outfit by Anamika Khanna. Styled by Riya Kapoor, the highlight of this entire get-up was this phoolon ka dupatta, which was hand-woven with fresh mogras and bordered with yellow marigolds. Even her jewellery made of flowers grabbed attention. Now from royal to regal, post her haldi ceremony, Radhika changed into another Anamika Khanna designed red lehenga, and these pictures too went viral in no time. Trust Radhika to go all out when it comes to fashion, especially if it's her own wedding. A personal touch to her Mameru ceremony look was enough to melt hearts, let alone this custom Rani pink Manish Malhotra lehenga. Yes, of course, this lehenga grabbed the required attention, for it was embroidered with Durga Ma shloks and 35 meters of bandage fabric was used to create it. But the highlight was she opted to pair this outfit with jewelry from her mother's collection. Not to miss was how she styled her hair with it too. Sangeet is a combination of glitz, glam and all that jazz, and perfectly blending along with what this ceremony stands for. Radhika opted for this chic lehenga set by Abu Jani and Sandeep Khosla Couture. It was a chandelier-inspired golden outfit adorned with Swarovski crystals and pastel hues. She completed her look with a stunning emerald neckpiece that was enough to hold all the needed attention. Post the Sangeet night, Radhika for an after party changed into this chainmail sari by ace fashion designer Manish Malhotra, which was styled with an off-shoulder blouse. She rounded off her attire with a statement diamond choker and a pair of earrings. Like a true diva vibe that she exudes, she further elevated her look with smoky eyes, nude lips, and her hair styled in soft curls. Now, like her other stylish avatars, Dandiya Night 2 was no exception. In fact, Radhika Merchant chose a traditional purple lehenga with bandhani prints and embroidery of Srinathji motifs. She draped the dupatta in Gujarati style. From giving modern princess vibes in Tamara Ralph gown to living her own red carpet dream in a custom Versace gown for the masquerade ball, giving tribute to her own college years in the form of toga party, to proudly flaunting a chiffon dress with love letter of when they first started dating printed all over it. Giving Portofino princess vibe in a rare Dior piece for their final sorry, Radhika looked no less than a vision in every way possible. Radhika and her fashion game has always been on point, and she left no stone unturned to ensure she looked every bit legal even during the Jamnagar Gala. She made a striking statement in a vibrant lehenga choli designed by Anuradha Vakil for the Reliance dinner. Her most exquisite look, however, turned out to be the Hastakshar ceremony, for which she opted for Tarun Tahiliani. She looked like a true diva in this Manish Malhotra outfit, for she went with the trendiest hue of 2024, that is gold. Another outfit she turned heads for was this multicolored Ashish Gupta creation. The 3-day gala also saw her in this one-of-a-kind custom-made gown from the house of Versace, while for Anna Seva, she wore a simple yet royal Sabyasachi outfit. Radhika opted for this stunning lehenga set in a dreamy hues to welcome all the guests to their event in Jamnagar. With Dipali Patel, Entertainment Bureau, India Today. Well, after all that wait, we certainly cannot wait any more longer to, see Radhika in an outfit that's her wedding outfit. Tushar, I'll ask my producers to cut across to the new visuals that are coming in, or that is of A.R. Rahman and his wife.
There's a quick update that the ceremonies are running a little late, and apparently as we speak right now, the guests are tying the safa, which is the turban putting ceremony. So that's what is happening for those who are watching us right now. Thodi deri mein chal rahe hain ceremonies, and the safa ceremony right now is on, and they are apparently a little behind schedule as per our reporters on ground.
Yes, talking of Safa, Tushar, I saw a visual of John Cena getting a Safa tied.
I mean, John Cena is going to be the most fun person to tie a safa to, and I can't wait for him to put that picture on his Instagram page with a very quirky caption, because he's also the king of captions and he's also the king of pop culture. He knows exactly what to give his fans. Like I said, I absolutely love the man. He has fan followers all over the world. Here on our screen, we can see him sitting quietly, letting them do their job. And it will be such a delight to see him. A lot of guests, international guests for that matter, people who've traveled from all across the world, who have never ever perhaps tied a safa, have never ever perhaps worn a kurta.
Look how beautiful! It's so good to see him embracing the Indian culture with that safa on his. It's just so surreal to see him in that outfit, in that safa, while he's just patiently waiting for everyone to just tie that. I think the ceremony is running a bit late as per the planned schedule. We are also seeing visuals of Tushar. I'll cut you there. We have Hardik Pandya on our screens right now. He's just entered the venue.
Yes, Hardik is on screen, and Hardik is as animated as ever.
There's
Atli.
There's Atli, filmmaker, Jawan filmmaker Atli, and his wife on your screens. I remember one of the ceremonies, they were wearing a red outfit with floral prints all over, and now today they are again color coordinated in a pink shade. He's had a super year in terms of his release last year, Tushar.
Yeah, and did you watch that video of Atlee joining Vicky Kaushal to the song that's taken over everybody
Yes.
does from Toba Toba, shaking
Yes,
his leg?
yes.
I
Both
thought
of
that
them
was a
were
very
trying
sweet
to,
moment.
yeah, exactly. I think Vicky Kaushal has been teaching that step to a lot of people during the wedding.
I won't be surprised if we get to see
Atlee's
that
wife,
today as well.
Tushar, Atlee's wife is also wearing a choli which has Anant's Brigade written on her choli.
So basically, all the girls will have this motif on their outfits, the Bharat outfits, from what I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, it looks like. So more guests are coming in. I think that's Mahendra Singh Dhoni and Sakshi. Mahendra Singh Dhoni and his wife Sakshi. I remember when the team won the World Cup. That day he prayed, he went to the temple also, he prayed. Guests are still arriving for the Bharat. They are all being tied safas at the moment. Just a short while we saw John Cena being tied a safa. On your screens, Mahendra Singh Dhoni and his wife Sakshi. Our reporter Hesha is also live with us, joining from the venue. The grandfather's picture that you can see on the screens, superstar Rajnikant is here, Tushar. He's here with his wife.
And so simply dressed, he always exudes that simplicity. The
Simplicity
entire
and
family is here.
elegance, yeah. Entire family, even his daughter. Let me cut across to our reporter Hesha and get a sense of the carpet that is there for all the guests to arrive for the Bharat.
Well, as you can hear, there is massive noise here because Rajnikant just graced us with his presence. Well, I have to say he was here with his entire family and this was simplicity at its utmost best. We all see Rajnikant on screen doing mad stuff, but look at it right now. As we're talking right now, Dipali, Anil Kapoor has just walked in as well. He's wearing this monochromatic black and white.
In his signature style, he greeted all the paps after his family went. And now Anil Kapoor has arrived on the carpet. As you can see, he's in all black. He's reverse aging. Right, Tushar?
Kapoor will love it when we say that he's reverse aging because he'll say jhakas in his true blue style. This man defies age, and I think we all know that. He's looking absolutely stunning.
Dapper.
He's looking fit, dapper, very stylish, very sharp. He's
looking so
particular about
fit.
the way he dresses.
Tushar, he's
Yes,
looking
he
so
is.
fit for his age.
He does. He doesn't eat junk food like all of us. He is very strict with his diet. He works out 5 times a week. So there you go. All the reasons for looking dapper on the red carpet.
He gave us stellar performance in Animal, Fighter.
Yes, and currently he's hosting Big Boss OTT, the
Yeah,
third
he's
season,
the host of.
for the very first time.
For the first time, he turned host for Big Boss OTT. The grandfather's picture that you see on your screens is where also Anant Ambani stopped and put a tilak on the picture of his grandfather before he entered the venue. That's Alize. Tushar, she has also been performing really well this time on OTT, right?
Yeah, she has been nominated for multiple awards this season. This year, she's won a lot of them. She clearly doesn't seem to be wearing the Baratis almost sort of a uniform that the girls have been given. She looks like she's stuck to her own style and perhaps wearing what she wants to wear on the red carpet. Alize has been in the news for her performance in Farre, her new film. She also got a nomination at the recent Melbourne Film Festival. So yeah, she obviously is not part of the all girls brigade, like you can tell. She's just made her way in. And here's Varun Dhawan,
Here?
the newly turned father.
Yeah.
The proud papa is on the red carpet.
On the carpet.
And he's almost dressed up in his signature Dulhania,
Yeah.
Badrinath ki Dulhania,
He's
sort
giving
of a
all
Manish
Badri,
Malhotra
but yeah.
Student of the Year look.
Yeah. Natasha Dalal is missing, I guess.
Perhaps she might join him later on. It looks like right now there's a photo op that is happening for most of the actors to come greet the media, take pictures, and they're all going inside because there's a lot of action happening backstage. There's a lot of action happening behind the scenes. You can see they're all rushing, making a beeline to go inside. It looks like now the show looks it's quite fast now. Everybody's moving fast.
Let me also cut across to Hesha. Hesha, you're there on ground. What's the mahal right now?
Well, the mahal is nothing but fab because Kriti Sanon also is right behind me, as you can see. She's dressed amazingly well in this bright outfit that makes her look super stunning. Well, let me tell you, before this, as we've already discussed, there was Rajnikant, Anil Kapoor, Kriti Sanon, Varun Dhawan. Well, the mahal is nothing but vibing because there was A.R. Rahman also who was here, and well, with all the hush-hush that I've heard right now, he might be performing, especially for Anant and Radhika as well, once they're done with the Varmana ceremony. So far, I don't think the rains are stopping anybody over here because as we're talking, Ori has walked in, which is why you can hear everybody call his name out. He is dressed in a very flashy outfit, nothing less than his personality. He's smiling away. He's extremely excited and, super happy to be interacting with the paparazzis as well. Well, Ori and Varun both have been a part of the Barat, and Varun just spoke to us and told us that obviously I danced for the Barat, so he seems to be super happy and excited as well. All the noise that you can hear behind is for Ori because on Ori's outfit it's written Mere Yaar Ki Shaadi Hai, which is exactly what we saw even on Arjun Kapoor's outfit. So well, it's flashy, it's amazing, and everybody's just looking forward to a mad evening.
So Ishak, if you can tell our viewers of, Mizan's outfit, DDC was written all over it. What was that about? Doodh ke dhule chokre. That's what I'm assuming that was.
One of the Yeah, that was pretty much written on his flashy red outfit, and he was extremely pepped up and happy in a very mad mood. He's one of the closest friends of Anant. And also, let me tell you, he was one of the first few who actually arrived before Jackie Shroff did. His outfit was nothing but all bright and attractive, so much so that, one can definitely do away with the flash. But I think over and above Mizan's outfit, if you take a look at Ori's outfit, I think it's giving all the more out loud glam and vibrant vibe and energy. In fact, right now as we talk, a lot of other guests are also coming in, as you can see. Everybody is going crazy, and everybody's look, if I have to decode, is nothing but unique. I think even for the Barat outfits, everyone has taken a lot of effort in detail as far as outfits, and even decor has gone into the wedding.
Absolutely. There we have more guests coming in. That's Venkatesh in all white sherwani for the night. He's from the Telugu industry. Tushar, there are a lot of southern cinema actors as well who have been gracing the events. Ram Charan is going to be there today.
Yes, we saw Ram Charan, we saw Mahesh Babu.
There's Yash. That's Boni Kapoor. We can see him coming in a flashy outfit, and something is written on his outfit. He didn't stop and pose. Mere Yaar Ki Shaadi Hai. Yeah, I think most of the outfits has that written on their back.
That seems to be the theme for now, Dipali, is that they are all wearing the Bharati outfits, coming, posing for pictures, and like I said, they're all going to change into their outfits later in the evening. We will get to see multiple looks from actors today for sure.
And did you notice that most of the celebrities who are walking in, they are all in flashy colors. I think the shimmer or that glossy texture of the outfit is what the theme is.
I think they want to go over the top with the Baratis. I mean, the Baratis can't be subdued. I guess it's the biggest wedding in the country of the year, easily. There is a theme in place, like you said. You can make out that one after the other, you can see the glossy, glitzy, shimmery outfits coming. Even the girls are wearing shimmer. So it feels like everybody just wants to be over the top, have fun, and make it look like there is band baja Barat. Here's Puneet Malhotra. Puneet Malhotra, who is Manish Malhotra's nephew, is here at the red carpet right now.
For the guests to arrive, they are still arriving one after another. Hisha, what's happening right now? Who are yet to be? Who are the guests we are all waiting for right now? Who's expected to come at the moment?
Definitely the Kardashian sisters, I must say. I think everybody is questioning and awaiting and keeping their fingers crossed to see Khloe and Kim walk in here at the red carpet for their wedding. Over and above that, that people are also expecting Alia Bhatt and Ranbir Kapoor to come here. The Khans, of course, Dipali. I feel everybody is excited and looking forward to meeting them as well, because Shah Rukh Khan was missing from the previous events. So everybody is hoping that, Shah Rukh would be here definitely for Anant and Radhika's Varmala ceremony, which is happening today. Sanjay Dutt is here, so Salman Khan also has to be here. We're also looking forward to Amir Khan to come here, and a lot of other actors from Bollywood, VVIP guests across, whether it's your politicians or even everybody from Hollywood who are expected to be here. So everybody is in motion. People are coming in, people are going out in their fancy looking outfits, but I feel it's only getting better, because with every guest walking in, there's a surprise element of, whether or not their outfits are customized with, Anand's Brigade written or not, or, Mere Yaar Ki Shaadi Hai. So I think more than you and me, I feel everybody's eyes are also glued on the fact that what is written on each of their outfits and what's that customized element, into their looks. Over and above, we're also hoping for Priyanka Chopra Jonas along with Nick Jonas to be here. She came here specifically for this wedding. She was not there in Jamnagar for the pre-wedding festivities, so everybody is awaiting her to be here as well.
Yes, Sesha, she's missed most of the functions before this. But if on a lighter note, if I had to ask you one outfit that you liked so far on the carpet today, your personal favorite, which one was that?
This has to be a very tricky question. My personal, it would be definitely Kriti Sanon, because I feel not just her outfit, I feel she's also brought a little bit of the whole slim fit lehenga trend, with a flared down bottom, which we've not seen in a very long time, because I feel most of the girls, even the young girls who walked in right now, even today, or as we've seen in the previous functions, they're very heavy on their can and, they're all-out lehengas. But Kriti's look was definitely strikingly very modern and different, yet traditional, because if you see and notice her hairdo was pretty much ethnic, with all the jewelry and all the little bit of an element of that whole modern yet chic yet ethnic traditional touch that she's added. I feel Kriti definitely has to be my favorite look of the day. Can I ask you yours too?
Of course, Hesha, as you say, but I'm not going to be biased here. Nita Ambani, I think she was elegant, most beautiful, regal looking lady on the carpet today. I feel she was the best so far. Tushar, I'll ask you also. So far,
I have to second Hesha. I mean, when Kriti walked on that carpet and when we saw those abs, she's just flaunting it because she knows she can ace that look. And I think she's in her best shape right now. She also tried to do something different. She didn't conform to the norm, because I see a lot of these girls playing it safe and they're all conforming to the norm and wearing the can, and because they're perhaps Baratis, they all have been told to wear similar outfits. But I really liked what Kriti wore, and I also liked the fact that she kept her hair and her makeup very minimal. It wasn't too much, it wasn't too in your face. So I think it's 2 votes for Kriti. I think Kriti so far has rocked the red carpet.
Absolutely, Tushar. Talking about the outfits, and as I said, that Nita Ambani for me was the best on the carpet. Let me cut across to our report of regal looks served by the leading ladies of the family during the grandest shadi of 2024. Take a look at this and we'll come back.
From opulent decor to stellar performances by global icons, the Ambanis most definitely left no stone unturned in celebrating the wedding of the beloved couple Anant and Radhika. But while all this surely was what had the world talking about, it's also the regal looks served by the leading ladies of the family during the grandest shadi of 2024. Nita Ambani was a treat to watch throughout Anant and Radhika Merchant's wedding celebrations, and while it's hard to pick the top amongst the best of her looks, it has to be the one she chose for Haldi ceremony. She ditched her usual preference for lehengas or saris and instead opted for this suit designed by ace fashion designer Manish Malhotra. Known for her exceptional sense of style, Nita Ambani once again opted for her favorite designer Manish Malhotra outfit, and it was for extravagant Dandiya Garba night held days before the wedding. This custom-made exquisite ivory lehenga had vintage multi-hued traditional Zardozi embroidery, and the blouse featured heritage meenakari and kundan work all over it. She elevated her look with her accessories. Like mother, like daughter, Isha Ambani too had her fashion game on point, exuding the right amount of grace and contemporary flair throughout the festivities. That's right, styled by Anayata Shroff Adjania, Isha looked every bit of chic in this custom multicolored panelled lehenga by Turani. Adding an Indo-Western flair, she paired the skirt with a halter neck top embellished with tassel details. Another girl next door look that Isha Ambani served was for Mameru ceremony. She elegantly carried off this Bandhani patterned Arpita Mehta sari for the same. She then went all out, giving a traditional touch to the Garba and Mehendi night in this Anuradha Vakil's lehenga. The jewellery from her mother's collection was, however, the highlight of her look from this gala. Badi Bahu Shloka Mehta too was not far from making the most of these grand galas. Her style didn't go unnoticed when she embraced this 6 yards of grace from the House of Masaba label. Again, what turned out to be the highlight here was that she added her personal touch by adorning her grandmother's gold jewellery. Shloka was both chic and regal at the same time for when she added a bit of glam to the Sangeet ceremony in this Manish Malhotra lehenga. What was special about this outfit was that it was inspired by the designer's iconic Bole Chudiya look from Kareena Kapoor Khan's starrer Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum. She then opted for a more traditional look for Haldi, and for the same, she wore this custom-designed multi-tone lehenga designed by Annamika Khanna. With Pranjali Sethi and Dipali Patel, Entertainment Bureau, India Today.
Absolutely. The Ambani ladies have been giving us some really wedding outfit goals there. We have a few visuals out there. Tushar, we have Kriti Sanan's visuals on the screens right now. You said that you really liked Kriti Sanan's outfit.
looks like she has really put a lot of effort in getting this look together, and it seems that it absolutely does justice to her. Right now, she's looking ethnic, she's looking regal, she's looking comfortable in what she's wearing, not awkward at all. I'm waiting to see the pictures, the late evening, perhaps going into the night pictures when we get to see Salman, we get to see the really big names walk in, we get to see Shah Rukh, we get to see Ranveer. From what I'm hearing, the Bachchans are apparently also going to be here at the wedding. So you will get to see bigger heavyweight names, the big stars, superstars walk in perhaps much later into the evening, going into the night.
Also, Tushar, speaking of the pre-wedding functions, they got all the global star icons, as many as possible, like Katy Perry, Justin Bieber, of course, Backstreet Boys, Pitbull. I mean, the amount of money that they have spent on this wedding doesn't compare to the weddings that they have had for Isha and Akash. What's your take on that?
I don't know if it's right to compare the amount of money they've spent on their kids, because after all, they're all their children, they're all their kids, and I'm guessing if you got it, you spend it, and nobody has the kind of
but also
wallet
here,
like the Ambanis.
let me highlight this Tushar, because he's the youngest one and the last wedding in their family. I think the next generation is the kids, I guess. So maybe that's why
Yeah.
they went all out for this one.
Save the best for the last. Maybe that's
Of
the
course.
mantra that they are following. And like you said, the names that you dropped right now, from Justin Bieber to Katy Perry to Rihanna to who's who, all the CEOs, global CEOs,
Yeah.
politicians. You saw Boris Johnson, you saw Tony Blair. From what I'm hearing, Paris Hilton and her family also is coming. So it's almost like you've got all the big names at one place, come to India, celebrate. Just putting this together, the scale of this, the amount of people who are involved, from the clothes to the food to the decor to making sure the VVIPs get to all the security arrangements. It's taken months and months of prepping for this final moment that we are seeing on our screens right now, Dipali.
Of course, it has taken almost 2 years, Tushar. I remember Roka happened in December 2022, and since then we have been covering the wedding. I remember the two got engaged in a traditional Goldana ceremony in January 2023, and let me tell our viewers, the full-fledged pre-wedding celebrations for the couple have been on since the onset of 2024. And Tushar, if we also jog our memories, the couple had officially tied the knot in traditional ceremony in March this year, after legally registering their union in Hastakshar ceremony in Jamnagar, which is again a huge gala that they had organized. Now the day has finally come when the two are going to get married, and post that we of course have 3 receptions lined up. Tell our viewers about that, because it's all for the VVIPs, the dignitaries, celebrities that we see almost on daily basis these days for the ceremonies, and of course the employees of Reliance brand.
Yes, so to quickly recap and tell our viewers what's going to happen today, obviously, is the big D-Day, is the day the Varmala is happening, the wedding is happening. Then 13th, 14th, and 15th are the days that have been kept where you will have receptions. Tomorrow, from what we get to know, the Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, is coming. There is going to be a reception in his honor, and a lot of other dignitaries, a lot of big political heavyweights will be in attendance. 14th is what I'm hearing is a cocktail night and a reception. And 15th is what I'm hearing is celebrations kept for the employees of Reliance, and they had done something similar at Jamnagar, if you remember. Salman had flown back to Jamnagar just to perform. Shah Rukh also was there just to perform for the employees of Reliance. This goes to show that they actually go to the whole extent of making sure that everybody gets to participate. It doesn't matter how big or small you are. They want to sort of make sure that everybody is involved. All the people who work day in and day out, spend number of hours putting all these visuals together, that you see the set decor, they all get to celebrate. Even the invitations have been sent to Reliance employees with packets and laddus and gifts. So it's all encompassing. So 15th is the culmination. I think 15th is the last day of celebrations. We have 3 full days of red carpets and outfits and dances, performances, all that happening on India Today. You'll get to see all of that live. and obviously exclusive inside details that me and Dipali will keep sharing with you guys as you keep continue to watch us.
Absolutely, Tushar. And yes, if you all are still wrapping your head around the number of galas the family hosted for Anant and Radhika Merchant and splurged an unthinkable amount, it's about time we give you all a recap of what it was like when Shloka and Akash Ambani and of course Isha got married to her husband. Take a look at this report and we'll come back to you.
High-profile guest list, check. Global star power, check. World-class planning and execution, double check. When it comes to celebrations, the Ambanis surely know how it's all done. Yes, if you're all still wrapping your head around the number of galas the family hosted for Anant and Radhika Merchant and splurged an unthinkable amount for their wedding, it's about time we give you all a recap of what it was like when Isha and Akash Ambani got married. In 2018, Isha Ambani exchanged vows with Anand Piramal, the son of industrialist Ajay Piramal. Their extravagant wedding took place in December at the former's family residence, Antilla, which costed around 700 crore rupees, making it the most expensive wedding in India back then. The celebration spanned over 3 different locations. First, an engagement party at Lake Como in Italy, followed by a Sangeet party at the City Palace in Udaipur, and finally the wedding at the Ambani residence in Mumbai. The grand wedding included over 100 chartered flights, a private concert by Beyonce, who was reportedly paid around 33 crore rupees for her performance, and had high-profile attendees like Hillary Clinton. Now, Akash Ambani's wedding with Shloka Mehta in 2019 was equally grand. While the exact cause of their wedding still remains a mystery, it is widely believed that the Ambanis spent a substantial amount of money on their eldest son's wedding. The celebrations kicked off with a pre-wedding event in St. Moritz in Switzerland. International icons like Chainsmokers and Coldplay's Chris Martin performed there, and this was followed by a 3-day wedding in Mumbai. That again was attended by notable personalities including former British Prime Minister Tony Blair, Google CEO Sundar Pichai, billionaire Lakshmi Mittal, and others. Popular music band Maroon 5 also performed at Akash Ambani and Shloka Mehta's wedding, who reportedly charged between 8 crore to 12 crore rupees. And what also turned heads was the wedding card, which alone was reportedly costed around 1.5 lakh rupees each. Now, with the scale and grandeur only going up with Anant and Radhika's wedding celebrations, looks like the Ambanis are redefining opulence and luxury in their signature style. With Pranjali Sethi, Entertainment Bureau, India Today.
Well, not just you and I, but the entire world has been witnessing the grand pre-wedding celebrations of Anant Ambani and Radhika Merchant. But did you all know how this couple met or fell in love with each other to a point where they decided to take the next step? Find out about their love story in our next report.
It was one unforgettable evening, with Radhika making her most awaited entry with a performance as she inched closer towards her love. While Anant had his eyes glued on his lady love, who not only makes his heart flutter, but also brings the calmness in him that only true love can bring. Yes, that's how Anant Ambani and Radhika Merchant melted million hearts as they legally accepted each other as husband and wife in a Hastakshar ceremony in Jamnagar, Gujarat.
I am lucky for sure. She is.
Previously, in an interaction with India Today, Anant Ambani bared his heart out while speaking about his beloved Radhika Merchant.
मेरे साथ जितने भी कठिनाई हुई मेरे स्वास्थ्य के साथ हमेशा एक मजबूत ताकत जैसा खड़ी रही.
Now, as Radhika and Anant are painting the town red with their love, let's also jog our memories and recall how their friendship turned into their happily ever after. Not many know, Anant and Radhika have known each other since childhood. They grew up in similar social circles and eventually fell in love head over heels.
I am definitely the most luckiest here. Radhika has been, for the last 7 years, it feels like I met Radhika yesterday. But every day I fall more and more in love. Like my brother-in-law says, that when he used to see my sister, he had volcanoes and fountains going up in his heart. I would say I have earthquakes and tsunamis going in my heart when I see Radhika. So, thank you, Radhika, for everything.
Anant and Radhika dated for a long time, but speculation of their romance first began circulating when a picture of them wearing matching olive green robes went viral in 2018. What followed thereafter were numerous public appearances, including Radhika's growing closeness with the Ambani family during Isha and Anand's wedding, which was evident in the public eye.
In March of 2020, Anant and I got locked down here and we couldn't go back to see our family for months. Although it was hard to stay away, we learned to appreciate the small joys of life. But in Jamnagar and with Anant, the small joys are once-in-a-lifetime experiences.
Yes, it was COVID-19 lockdown that really brought them together. With Gyanisha Malik, Entertainment Bureau, India Today.
Two met and fell in love with each other. Since 2018, we have been seeing their pictures, their love story and all. 2022 is when they got had their roka, had their several other ceremonies post that. Now we have some visuals playing on your screens is Jackie Shroff, and we'll also be getting you some fresh visuals coming in from the carpet. Again, this is live right now on the carpet. Tushar is there with me.
Yes, Dipali, from what I can see on Instagram, Suhana and Aryan just made their debut on the red carpet. So
we'll be getting those, yes, we'll get those visuals in a bit from now. But these are live visuals coming in right now from the carpet. These are international guests.
International guests have also taken to the Indian attire, and they're all
embracing the Indian culture
wearing it.
happily, yeah. And the signature Namaste. Everyone's been doing that.
Culture and heritage is definitely a very big part of the celebration, Dipali. You can see that with Nita Ambani talking about it for her love of Varanasi, Kashi, the clothes, through the background, the decor. It's everywhere. Every corner of this place is set in
Even
sort
the
of a tribute to heritage.
Yeah. Even the ceremonies all reflected that, Tushar. Be it Garba, Dandiya night, Shiv Shakti Puja. There was another puja that happened this morning.
Yes, I think the entire family takes a lot of effort and puts in a lot of work in being there for each other and also following tradition. And Nita Ambani, obviously, who is the head of the family in terms of deciding what happens when, she's been totally hands-on with the wedding from what I hear. She's been looking at every small detail, the sketches from the clothes to the food. She's not been She's not left anything unturned. She hasn't left anything to anybody else. She's been looking at every possible detail herself. This goes to show how much in detail everything has been planned. The visuals itself show that.
Absolutely. We've had some faces that we've seen on the carpet so far. We've seen Rajnikant, Sanjay Dutt, Arjun Kapoor, Ananya, Khushi, Shania, Sara Ali Khan, Ibrahim Ali Khan, Varun Dhawan, Kriti Sanon. A lot of celebrities have already come, Tushar.
Yes, the celebrities have come in, like we said. They started a little late. They were a bit behind schedule. Seems like everybody's in a rush to go inside now because the Muhurat is fixed. There is a time at which the Varmala needs to happen. They can't be delaying that, of course, at any cost. So I'm guessing most of these celebrities who've dressed up for the Barat are going to go quickly and change into their wedding outfits. From what I'm getting to hear is there are 2 to 3 looks planned by every celebrity today. There will also be a third change post Varmala where we might get to see them in a different avatar. So all of these actors and actresses have come with their set of hair and makeup and designers and stylists who are all backstage and behind the scene, who are seamlessly making sure that their talent and their clients are looking their A+. Today is the big day.
All right, that's Aryan. Aryan and Suhana are on the screen right now, Tushar. These are the visuals that we've been waiting for a very long time. Suhana was with her dad in US up until yesterday. They were all shopping for shoes. We saw a few pictures going viral, and now they've especially flown down to Bombay again for the biggest day for Anant Ambani and Radhika Merchant. They are one of the guests. Aryan and Suhana on your screens. They've arrived on the carpet. I'll ask my producers to put these visuals on loop for you all to watch. Karan Johar is also here on the carpet, Tushar. Karan Johar is in a ivory colored sherwani, kurta pajama.
Karan Johar also hosted Sangeet a few days back.
Yes.
And he's been very involved in a lot of these events, putting together the song and dance, giving inputs, working very close with the Ambani team. And of course, he is very, very close to a lot of actors.
Tushar, what we've been missing in Karan Johar is that he did not perform. We did not see him perform this time.
I think he's done his bit. I think he's done a stint with the performances, and now he wants to be backstage and just
he's joined by designer Prabal.
Yes, his very good friend Prabal Gurung, who's also a very big designer, is also here, who's traveled from the US for the wedding. Karan and he are very close friends, and they know each other for a very, very long time. So it's interesting to see them both at the red carpet together. And they are rushing in, as you can see.
Absolutely. There are more guests coming in. That's Madhuri Dixit and her family. Her
yes,
son,
Madhuri and her husband,
Ram.
Sriram Nene, and her son. They're all together. Madhuri also was spotted talking to Mukesh Ambani in a video clip that went viral where she was just praising everything and how they put together all of this in such a small time. So yeah, Madhuri's here on the red carpet with that $1 million smile, dazzling everybody with it.
The Thak Thak girl of Bollywood. That's Madhuri Dixit and her family posing for the paps. Now she's giving her solo photos to all the paps right now on the carpet. She's accompanied by her family.
Not to miss that the celebrities are also wearing bands.
The band I can see on her wrist. Yes.
Band.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the relevance, if you can tell our viewers, Tushar, if you're aware of it?
So there are color-coded bands that have been given. If you could see the girls who walked in initially also, I remember spotting a different color on Ananya and Khushi's hands. It looks like there's a certain protocol in terms of seniority and who's going to be where and how much access are they getting? As per that, the bans have been given to them.
Again, the visuals of Hardik Pandya are being played on your screens. These are not live, but they have already made their appearances on the carpet for the paps. We have had so many superstars walking in. Superstar Rajnikant was there on the carpet just a short while back. Filmmaker Ashley was there with his wife. And again, they were all coordinated. Again, you can see there's a blue band, Tushar, in her hand.
Yes, they have been given bans because there's very heavy security and protocol in place which needs to be followed by everybody. So bans have been given. In fact, people who have worked behind the cameras have been told not to use any mobile phones. There's A.R. Rahman on our screens, again with different colored band. Security protocols are in place, Dipali, and from what I'm hearing is that cameras and mobile phones and photography from mobile phones is strictly not allowed. In fact, even our team who's there right now covering this was told very clearly not to shoot any walkthroughs at certain places. So there are strict orders in place for the next 3 days. They want to ensure that everything is smooth and there are no hiccups in terms of security protocol.
Yeah. Tushar, what I'm hearing and looking at on social media is also that Priyanka Chopra and of course Nick Jonas both are on their way to the venue, and I can see Priyanka wearing an orange outfit, enjoying herself in the car with Nick Jonas. Nick Jonas is again in an Indian outfit. He's embracing the Indian culture like he has always been doing. Ever since he met Priyanka Chopra, fell in love, got married. Now they have Malti. Family
yes,
of
I mean,
three.
Nick loves to wear Indian. Nick absolutely loves to wear. But can we quickly talk about Aryan right now, since he's on our screens right now? We are looking at Aryan and Suhana, and can we just discuss their looks? I think every time
Yes.
Aryan Khan comes on screen, there is a certain way that he dresses. People have constantly compared him to Shah Rukh and how he has that swag. But Shah Rukh's sense of dressing and Aryan's is so different. Obviously, Aryan is much younger, but here you can see that he's sort of let loose. He's looking dapper. He's looking sharp. Suhana is looking absolutely elegant. They both seem to have put in a lot of effort in making sure that they are dressed up for the occasion. We very rarely get to see Aryan in this kind of a red carpet look because he's very rarely photographed and he doesn't attend any big events as such. We mostly see him being packed, getting in and out of his car, and he's in a hoodie or baggy jeans. So this is a really cool look for sort of Aryan to have, slicking his hair back.
Absolutely. Even Suhana is looking stunning in that shimri sari. She's dressed in a theme, I think, that's there. That's Suhana Khan, who's just come back from US. She was there with her father, Shah Rukh Khan. They were all spotted shopping around in the city. And now they are here on the carpet in front of the paps, posing for the paps on the carpet of the biggest wedding of 2024. They ensure that they are there on the big day. We also have had Rajnikant on the carpet. He was another highlight of the evening so far on the carpet, exuding simplicity. He was accompanied by his family, daughter, wife, of course. And he also greeted paps in his signature style. On your screens, you can see Rajnikant and his family on the carpet. They made their appearance short a while back. There you can see.
मिलन दादा थोड़ा रिक्वेस्ट जाफर भाई
He also greeted the paps in his signature style, as I said. The most respected superstar Indian cinema has right now. Now let's take the highlights of the evening so far. On that note, we are leaving you with these visuals. Thank you so much for joining us, Tushar. We'll be back with more news and updates and scoop from the biggest wedding of 2024. For now, this is it for the broadcast.